What's up guys, Kevin Cage here with another crypto update. Hope everybody's doing well, and we're going to dive into some recent news today, and we'll keep this video short and sweet. FYI, I am back in Chicago, so I have to record this on my small laptop, so hopefully you don't mind the change in audio quality. It's definitely fun squinting at a small monitor, so as soon as I'm back in Puerto Rico later next week, I'll be back to making regular content. Just spending Thanksgiving here, got my cousin's wedding, and just busy these next few days. So per usual, thank you guys so much for watching. There is a bunch of news out there. I'll definitely dive into all of this a lot more next week. Alright, let's kick things off looking at the Bitcoin price chart. We'll pull up a few altcoins, and I cannot emphasize enough how important this monthly close is for the Bitcoin price chart. This candle is closing in 3 days and 8 hours. So I went over this a bunch over the past few videos. This is a very important thing to see for Bitcoin to close in the green over the previous highs. So I've been celebrating all month, seeing different assets get those multi-100% returns, but this is the confirmation I want to see compared to all the previous cycles after that monthly close, getting confirmation of another cycle where Bitcoin runs significantly higher, we get a crash of Bitcoin dominance, and the party starts. So same stuff I've shared all year, this is the potential setup, and it exists, and it looks similar to previous cycles. Alright, so let's look at a couple alts. We know there's been a lot of volatility in the market. XRP was 50 cents during the beginning of this month, and it's nearly $1.50. We've seen pullbacks over the past few days, then getting a bit of a recovery. Overall, just volatility is increasing dramatically. If you watched my last video going over a bunch of crypto price charts, looking at the monthly time frame and its monthly momentum or its RSI, we have DAG as another great example. So even looking during the month of November, from the wick, we'll just kind of loosely measure from there to the top of the wick, we can see over 300%. So we're seeing signs of life left and right. This just reminds me of every single previous cycle. So pretty much compared to the previous cycles, we're seeing the same thing. Assets have been boring for months or even years, and we're starting to see liquidity again. It's starting to pick up, and they're no longer trendless, they're starting to recover. So we know how it goes. We still need to see confirmation of Bitcoin on the monthly. We still need to see a crash of Bitcoin dominance as Bitcoin is making a higher highs, which were the last two alt seasons. And I explained alt season in detail a few videos ago. So I'm excited for a bunch of alts out there. If we get another liquidity cycle, what improves market sentiment? Prices going up, liquidity entering like we've seen each cycle. Here we have MAV on the weekly, so this is one I talked about in January. This is one I'm in today just with the hopes of an actual bull run reaching previous highs, even these illiquidity wicks like SWE almost has. And friendly reminder, this is never financial advice. Going over any of these assets are not recommendations to you, and past results are not indicative of future gains. Alright, so we have a few pieces of news today. We're going to run through some things for XRP, we'll touch on some things for Casper, and we're going to dive a lot more into it next week. So first up, looking at this Coinbase 50 index. This is an index of the top 50 projects that Coinbase has heavily vetted in terms of security and compliance. So you can see the full list primarily in Bitcoin, and this is going to be rebalanced on occasion. We can see XRP, a lot of the top assets. And Coinbase says the index currently covers about 80% of the total crypto market cap, and it plans to launch a broader index as the crypto market matures. So right now this Coin 50 index is initially a derivative product or a futures contract with the Coin 50 perp, but it would be really cool in the future if they do something similar to the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones, but for crypto. So Coinbase's vision is to have a Coin 50 index similar to be a product like the S&P 500. We're not quite there yet with regulations, but we're on the way. And they have a really cool report here introducing the Coin 50 index if you have time to check this out. And how they picked these 50 assets that they have based on their tokenomics or token economics, making sure that most of their circulating supply is in public circulation. Their architecture and their security based on 51% attacks. Hopefully you can see this. I'll try to crop this, but I hope the quality is still legible so we can see comparing bonds, equities, commodities, Bitcoin, and then the crypto index performing even better than Bitcoin. At least over the past few years, and this has a bunch of high caps, mid caps, etc. When Bitcoin takes off, those assets usually have a better ROI during the cycle. Alright, next up, so I want to do a challenge because I realize I don't do anything to grow my YouTube channel, so if and when we can reach 150,000 subscribers, I'll do a dedicated video going over these settings for my DCA bots. I've been running these since 2022, but they're actually starting to make money again. Alright, next up, I'm sure you guys have seen this from Bitwise Europe, so highlighting XRP over an $80 billion market cap today, they announced the renaming of our European XRP exchange-traded product, the ticker GXRP, as part of a broader rebranding of our European product suite. GXRP is trading on Germany's Deutsche Börse, Xetra, I don't know how to say it, and provides institutional-grade access to XRP. So this is a newly rebranded ETP or exchange traded product, and we have Ripple the company as an investor. So if you'd like to learn more, this just came out today, I believe, November 27th, and we can see right here. Alright, next up, we've shared by Cointelegraph. We have Pantera Capital founder Dan Morehead says Bitcoin will reach a $15 trillion market cap. Going to this website, this is the number 8, marketcap.com. We can see gold's market cap today is below 18 trillion. So Bitcoin, imagining that at a $15 trillion market cap. We can see some of the largest companies down below, and then Bitcoin at 1.9 trillion. And just looking at the top of all of the companies, worth over 114 trillion. With the crypto asset class over 3 trillion today. Alright, next up, I'm sure you guys have seen this. This is from the president of Ripple, Monica Long. So live on the XRP ledger, access to Aberdeen's £3.8 billion US dollar liquidity fund tokenized through Archax. An incredible milestone for the XRP ledger, with Ripple custody securing Archax's assets underneath cross-collaboration at its finest. So announcing the first tokenized money market fund on the XRPL. We know these projections for years and years of a $16 trillion business opportunity for tokenized assets by 2030. I saw Cointelegraph share just in Morocco to officially lift its 2017 ban and legalize cryptocurrencies, so this reminds me of last cycle. We also have Michael Stoyer. He is the CTO over at the Casper Association. I was talking to him a few days ago, so we're going to dive a lot more into this when I get back home. I want to be able to look at the Block Explorer and kind of rant about this. So the Casper Association was able to get 425 million Casper tokens from Casper Labs, which is now Prove AI, and that's what? 425 million times the current price of Casper is well over $6 million, so pretty good. We also got news from Casper Network that Casper, CSPR, is now supported by the Tangent wallet. I did a video about this earlier this year. So I have a couple of these wallets. I have Ledger, I have Decent, and if you want to check this out, this is available right in my link tree, and there is a 10% discount. Other than that, there's been a few other pieces of news we have shared by Good Morning Crypto. So MetaMask users inside the United States can now buy crypto using Venmo. There was also a really good interview that I listened to. It's an hour long. I was driving the other day, and there's a lot of good insights here by the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance, or ASI. So this is still the FET or fetch ticker, but this is the culmination or combination of several projects with this token merge. So this is not just merging the tokens, this is merging the tokenomics, this is merging the network and its applications. This has never been done before, so it's really cool to see the tokenomics merge, but also the technology stack merge. And we'll finish up with this, shared by Good Morning Crypto. Ripple is set to make an appearance on 60 Minutes, and we can see the CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, airing on Sunday, December 1st. So I'm really excited to see that, and just want to give a big thank you for watching, guys. I will be back to making regular content later next week when the audio quality is better and I'm back on my screens. So I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. Sit back, relax with your loved ones. Try not to look at the crypto charts too much. I know we will be. And just overall expecting crazy volatility. And Bitcoin's monthly chart is going to be closing in about 3 days.